Welcome to the channel. The top 10 highest-grossing film franchises in cinema history have collectively earned an inflation-adjusted sum of more than $115 billion at the global box office so far. From DC and Marvel's money-making superhero sagas to family-friendly series, in this video, we round up the top-grossing film franchises of all time. A few entries may even surprise you. All dollar amounts are in US dollars, and the total values of the franchises have been adjusted for inflation into 2024 money. 10th, Lord of the Rings, $9 billion. Based on J.R.R. Tolkien's best-selling books, The Lord of the Rings is one of the best-loved fantasy series ever. The 6 films, including 3 prequels based on the book The Hobbit, have made over $5.8 billion worldwide, or $9 billion in today's money. A new low-TR movie, The Hunt for Gollum, is set to hit screens in 2026. Peter Jackson is on board to produce, and Andy Serkis will reprise his iconic role as Gollum and will also direct the film. Joint 8th, Jurassic Park, $9.1 billion. You can always count on Steven Spielberg to create movie magic, and Jurassic Park is no exception. While Spielberg only served as director on 2 of the films, he was a producer on all 6 installments. The beloved franchise has grossed $6 billion globally, which is a roar some $9.1 billion in today's money. Joint 8th, Fast and the Furious, $9.1 billion. Despite each installment getting zanier, in F9, the Fast saga featured a car being launched into space. Fans can't seem to get enough of the action-packed fest that is Fast and the Furious. The 10 main movies and the spin-off have collectively earned $7.3 billion, or $9.1 billion when factoring in inflation. And with several more movies in the works, this figure will only climb. 7th, The Avengers, $9.9 billion. Spoiler alert. While we cover the juggernaut Marvel Cinematic Universe later on, which includes the Avengers films, we've also singled out the Avengers as a standalone franchise. That's because the superhero saga is a mega-force in its own right. Despite featuring just 4 films, the series has pulled in almost $7.8 billion at the box office, or $9.9 billion in 2024 money. 6th, Batman, $10.4 billion. We've begun the Batman film franchise with Tim Burton's 1989 movie, featuring Michael Keaton as the crime-fighting vigilante. Since then, there have been 15 movies released cinematically, which have grossed a grand total of $6.8 billion, or $10.4 billion when inflation adjusted. Arguably the most iconic rendition of the Caped Crusader comes via the gritty Christopher Nolan trilogy, starring Christian Bale. Before we enter the top 5, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That encourages us to make more videos like this one. Okay, back to the video. 5th, Spider-Man, $12 billion. The Marvel Cinematic Universe might well include the 3 Marvel Spider-Man films fronted by Tom Holland, but our number 5 entry features the Sony-produced movies too. The Sam Raimi trilogy starring Tobey Maguire, the 2 Amazing Spider-Man films starring Andrew Garfield, and the 2 animated Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse spin-offs. In 2024 money, the franchise has grossed an epic $12 billion. 4th, Harry Potter, $14.5 billion. Based on J.K. Rowling's beloved book series, the Harry Potter films have enchanted audiences since the release of the first installment, 2001's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. The 8 Harry Potter films and the Fantastic Beasts spin-offs have grossed a spellbinding $9.6 billion or $14.5 billion when factoring in inflation. What's more, a reboot of the franchise is currently in the works in the form of a TV series. 3rd, Star Wars, $20 billion. Star Wars is the 3rd most valuable film franchise of all time. The 3 main trilogies and the spin-off movies have grossed a mammoth $10.3 billion worldwide, the equivalent of $20 billion when converted into 2024 money. With several new Star Wars films set to be released in the coming years, the sky really is the limit for just how much money the franchise can continue to rake in. 2nd, James Bond, $22.2 billion. The first ever James Bond film, Dr. No, was released in the UK in October 1962. This means the spectacular film franchise has been around for an incredible 60 years and counting. During this time, 7 actors have played 007 across 27 films, which have collectively grossed $7.9 billion, or $22.2 billion in today's money. Which franchise is number 1? Pause the video and comment your guess below. 1st, Marvel Cinematic Universe, $37.3 billion. Claiming the top spot, unsurprisingly, is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Since 2008's Iron Man, there have been an incredible 33 films in the powerhouse franchise, which have grossed an inflation-adjusted sum of $37.3 billion. Marvel will likely remain king for some time to come. At least 10 new movies are in the works, for now at least. Which franchise have we missed? Let us know in the comment below.